The Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. William Tramontano, will join me now for the presentation of the honorary degree to Ms. Edwidge Danticat. Edwidge?
Edwidge Danticat, you are an award-winning writer, filmmaker, educator, and activist. At the young age of 9, you began your writing career, and by the time you were 14, you published your first work, A Haitian-American Christmas, Crémasse and Creole Theater. After emigrating from Haiti, you graduated from Clara Barton High School in Brooklyn. Your original goal was to become a registered nurse. However, your passion for the written word ultimately triumphed. You received a Bachelor's of Art in French Literature from Barnard College and a Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing from Brown University. In 1998, your first novel, Breath, Eyes, Memory, was selected for Oprah's Book Club, and you received multiple National Book Award nominations for your '95 novel, Cric Crac. You have received many awards for your writings, including the 1995 Pushcart Prize for your short story, Between the Pool and the Gardenias, the 1999 American Book Award for The Farming of Bones, the 2007 National Book Critics Circle Award for Brother, I'm Dying, and the 2009 MacArthur Fellows Program Genius Grant. Your latest novel, Claire of the Sea Light, was selected as one of the 100 notable books of 2013 by the New York Times. In addition, you wrote and narrated the documentary film Potomitan, which examines the historical and contemporary impact of colonization and globalization on Haitian society through the eyes of Haitian women. As a highly respected activist for the civil rights of Haitians in Haiti and around the world, you were named one of the most influential people in the world by the New York Times, Harper's Bazaar, and Jane magazine. For your unparalleled literary achievements, your commitment to the enrichment of the academic and creative lives of generations of students, and for your unwavering advocacy for social justice in the U.S. and abroad, Brooklyn College is pleased and honored to present you with the Doctor of Arts and Letters. Congratulations, Dr. Danticat. Mrs. Danticat will now deliver our commencement address.
President Gould, members of the boards of trustees, members of the administration, staff, distinguished faculty, families, friends, and members of the class of 2014. Thank you so very much for the extraordinary honor of joining your community of degree recipients today. I already feel like I am part of the Brooklyn College community through many familial and academic connections. I grew up not far from here. My brother and sister-in-law got their master's degrees here, and I have come to speak on this campus many times through great friends like Professor Régine Latorture and Ron Howell and others. And my 4-year-old nieces, I hear you out there, little girl, have even taken Saturday morning classes here, and we have all chuckled as they have proudly declared that they are going to Brooklyn College. So this beautiful campus is like a second home to me, but today it even feels more like home. I must admit, though, that I do feel a little bit guilty being made a doctor today. After all I had to do was worry about what to say in the next few minutes, when some of you have been working really, really hard for the last 2, 3, or 4 years. But here I am, and here you are, in spite of all the obstacles that might have been in your way, in spite of the many doubts you might have had. You are here today because whether it's something you outright decided or came through via many experiences on your journey, you are here today, soon to be getting your degrees, because you are courageous, you are brave. And I say this on good authority, having known many people who travel the path you have while also working and raising children and having all other types of responsibilities that simply made them want to stop and just give up. But they kept going, you kept going, no matter what, because whether this is something you acknowledge about yourself or not, you are brave. You might not think of yourself that way, but it takes courage to be consistent, to make such a big commitment for 2, 4, or more years and stick to it. I admire your courage, and I congratulate you, and I am so happy to ride on your coattails today. I often marvel at the extraordinary courage it must have taken my parents, like maybe some of your parents or grandparents or yourself. In the case of my parents, the courage it must have taken to decide to leave a brutal dictatorship in 1970s Haiti and move to a very cold Brooklyn, where they did not know many people and did not speak the language and had no idea what kind of work they were going to do. But that courage is why I am standing before you today, just a few blocks from the small apartment my parents first called home when they arrived here. My parents were brave enough to not only dream a better life for themselves, but also a better future that extends not only to the blessings their sacrifices have made possible for me, but their courage will affect the lives of my children and my children's children as well. So while you sit here on the threshold of your great new beginning, please remember that your courage can also have that ripple effect for generations yet unborn, be they related to you or not. Some of you, like me, are the first in your families to get a master's degree. I know many of you will feel as though your professors or some friend or loved one who has been a great beacon to you, I know you must feel that they have earned that degree as much as you have, because they were courageous enough to not only stand by you, but with you. Their courage was so vast, so bold. Their ability to dream a future beyond themselves was so encompassing that they dreamed this future for you too. But now you must pick up the baton and you must carry this endless possibility forward. And you will have to do it and keep doing it in your life, in your work, and in your relationships. You must have the courage to claim this place that has already been earned for you, this place that you, with all your hard work, have also earned for yourself. A phenomenal woman, an inspirational icon and writer who passed away today, Maya Angelou, has said that courage, yes, let's give Maya. The great Maya Angelou has said that courage is the most important of all virtues, because without courage, you cannot practice any other virtue. So I wish for you, fellow members of the class of 2014, a virtuous kind of courage. I wish for you the courage to continue to walk boldly and freely in this world. I wish for you the courage to rule out no dream as too big and no hope as too small. I wish for you the courage to live fiercely, though not recklessly, both for yourself and others. Be brave and creative as you put all the theories and knowledge that you have learned to work. Be brave in spirit, be brave in mind, because only those with imagination and courage are able to reach beyond the ordinary and take us to the next frontier. Be brave too in not being afraid to fail, because there will be plenty of missteps on your way to getting where you want to go from this place. Don't look for adversity, but you may not fully appreciate your blessings if things always go well. Be brave of heart, be brave in love, be brave with your openness, your patience and tolerance, your empathy and compassion too. Be brave one step, one action, one decision at a time. Be brave in private, be brave in public, and try to be brave consistently. We all know that our time on this earth is finite. With each transitional ceremony, each ritual like this that we go through, each moment in which we invite a community to celebrate our moving from one phase of life to the next, with each rite of passage like this one, a different clock starts ticking. So a different clock starts ticking now. And for those of you for whom this has not yet happened, at some point you might possibly find yourself squeezed between two extreme phases of life. You might find yourself, like I have, holding in one of your hands the bright pink palm of your newborn child, and in your other hand, the withering fingers of your dying parent. You might find yourself celebrating birthdays and anniversaries of death just a mere hours apart. Some of you are sitting here wishing someone were with you today, someone who has passed on, just as I am thinking how my sweet daddy, a Brooklyn cab driver who was buried not far from here, exactly 9 years ago today, would have loved to sit in the front row today and watch me do this. I have now held both my parents' hands after they have been told that they have an incurable illness and a limited time left to live. And after getting that devastating news, the very first thing that each of them told me was to be brave. Be brave, they said, because they know I have not always been. Be brave, they said, because you will need to carry on no matter what happens. Their conversations contain the essence of all I try to be, which is why I wanted to share these thoughts with you today. So I will close with a few lines from one of my novels. It's called The Farming of Bones. In the book, the main character from the novel, Amabel, ends a speech to a loved one this way, and I will end my remarks to you the same way. Go in peace, dear friend. This is not a gentle farewell, but a gentle parting, like the dimming of twilight for shadows and stars at play. After today, we may no longer be in the same place, we may no longer know the same words, we may no longer speak the same language. There might be water, wind, land, and mountains between us, a shroud of silence, a curtain of fate. We've always known that life can be a strange gift. Breath, like glass, they say, is always in danger. But please know that I am not going to choose a living death just because I am not brave. It takes patience, you used to say, to raise a setting sun. Two mountains, the proverb says, two mountains can never, ever meet, but perhaps you and I, we can meet again. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the class of 2014.